better way to close out 2025 than all these 3 cars driven on track in the same week.
Exactly.
All right, I'm gonna call this Interlude Tuesday because today there's not a track day. So it's 3 tracks, 3 days, but really I guess it's 4 days because I've got today to kind of reset. Because tomorrow is Roebling Road, so I'll be taking the Spec E30. It should be good to go. Last time I took a look at it, there's things that I'd like to do to it, like wash it, and eventually the front brakes need to be replaced, but that not so urgently that they need to happen before tomorrow. So we're gonna take the car as is. All right, 4 hours. Let's hit the road. Traffic was crazy, it's cold, it's late, so I guess nobody's here. I'm sure some people dropped off. I see one car down there. Nobody's checked in the garages yet. But it's like almost, past 11, I think, at night. I'm gonna go to the hotel here in a minute. All I'm gonna do is unhitch and just crash. I'll deal with the rest of the morning, because I'm exhausted. All right, it's nice and early. Down in Savannah, Georgia, I'm in Pooler, I think, or something like that. But I'm 20 minutes from the track. I'm gonna hit this Hardee's, get some breakfast, and then set up the coffee machine. Check this thing out. Let's go. All right. Okay, now I gotta wait like 2 minutes for it to be 8 a.m. when we're actually allowed to fire up engines. Or I can try to roll back and see how far I can get.
If you guys get in trouble, you'll have to talk to them, not me. Yeah.
All right, time to go out. The start of the day. Turn some laps, check out these cool temps. I'm on my tires, originally from CMP. They got a bunch of heat cycles on them. I say a bunch, 4 marked, some wet sessions, like 1 or 2 extra dry sessions at Road Atlanta. So nothing crazy, but yeah, it'll be fun. Let's send it. guess I used up these tires. I could feel it on turn 9 on that last lap. It felt all crumbly and a little different. I was like losing grip. Yep, that seems like what was going on. Guess you could always use more camber. We're good over here. They're nice and warm. Pressures were all like 34, so I guess they were a little high. But high is not a bad thing for edge wear. Like, should help edge wear, because over pressure means you're gonna cook the centers, not the edges. Under pressure, you're gonna cook the edges. So I wasn't doing anything that exacerbated that problem. It just was time. I've got 4 heat cycles marked on the tire, but I also took it to Road Atlanta, had some wet sessions, had some like sketchy sessions. So I guess that's it. I guess 3 weekends is what these tires are good for. But I got another set with 1 weekend on them, so maybe I'll burn those next, since the day just started. And then I'll have to buy stickers for coming back here in January. But I'm gonna go look up times. I ran a bunch of 123s. I got a 123.1 out of that session, and the car felt great. It's so balanced, and you can really feel it at this track. So steady state quartering is so important for Roebling, and I've got excellent cross weights. It's like 50.5% or something. It's like within a 0.5% cross weight, and so the car, you can tell here, it's so balanced. It's so happy. Such a good car. Such a good car. But these have 1 heat cycle on them, so they should be really fast, so I gotta go after that track record. So 121.4 is time to beat, and these are the ideal conditions, so this is what I gotta get it done. Let's go for it. Car's happy. I did have a clunking noise. I thought it was the tow arm that like comes loose on me, but I checked under there. I checked both sides and they look fine, so I don't know. I don't see anything loose in the car, but the car drives fine, so I'm just gonna send it. So there's something loose in the rear end, and I checked both and I couldn't find it. It's gotta be one of the control arms, but I'm not gonna like just sit here all day like tinkering on it. I wanna make sure I get some seat time. I'm confident in the car even with that control arm disconnected, so we're just gonna send it. But look at this. So you can see how flush the front tire is and how tucked, or sorry, the rear was, and how tucked the front is. So I have been running 25 mil front spacers with 0 mil or like no rear spacer at all, and the car is oversteery, but I like oversteering. I've never tried anything different, so I put the 25 mil spacers on the rear, removed the fronts, just so that I can, it's basically a full sweep, right? So I started with the most extreme oversteer setup in theory to the most extreme understeer setup. It's a spec car, so you're not changing everything on the car. You can change alignment, you can change like where the weight is in the car and the balance of the car, but wheel spacers are an easy thing to change, like day of, like at the race, if you want to configure for whatever's going on that specific track or whatever else. So this is my extreme case. What does this feel like? And then I can have that like point of reference. I know what it feels like with 25 up front, 0 rear. What's the opposite? And then I can dial in something in between if it's dramatic enough of a difference that I think I would want increments in between. So let's go out and give that a go. So now I've got no spacers at all. So I'm gonna see how it works on like a fairly balanced setup. Let's send it. And that's a wrap. 3 days, 3 cars, 3 tracks. It was a lot of fun. Now I got a bunch of packing to do, put it all away, and then I got to kind of reset. But I learned a ton in preparation for my competition weekend next month, and really got a good feel for how this car responds to this track and some different setups. I got to play with staggering the wheel spacers, so I know how that tuning affects the car now. I feel really good out here. I've definitely got pace. Didn't better my, what was it, 22.3, but I'm happy with that time. It's a good time. It's definitely going to put me near the front of the pack. Yeah, so this was a lot of fun. Thanks Jzilla Track Days. Been running with them for a long time, and there's a reason. And so if you're ever in the Southeast and you're looking to get on track, I highly recommend Jzilla Track Days. We've got all kinds of experiences. They're not always 3 days in a row, thankfully, because you need time to rest and reset. But there's so much available, and every bit of it's fun. So yeah, now I gotta somehow function tomorrow at work, but it will have been worth it. So load up and back home. 4 hours home, but you know, some stops and stuff. That puts me home 10-ish, 11. Could be worse. It was a great day. Great 3 days. So let's talk about it. All right, so we did 3 different tracks. I'm gonna turn that back on. We did 3 different tracks, 3 different days, 3 different cars. We had a Japanese 4-cylinder, an American V8, and a German straight 6. Totally different cars, totally different experiences, but all great experiences. Atlanta Motorsports Park with the NC, I found myself on the skid pad, had so much fun. In fact, I think I'm pretty much set that I'm gonna have to get an angle kit for that car, because it would just make an awesome drift car. So that's like more fun than taking it on track, and it is a lot of fun on track, so it's hard to say that. The Mustang at Road Atlanta, amazing. Other than the fact that it burns through gas really fast, it just sounds so good. And I love driving that car in like stock form, where it's very floaty and just pitch it in and just 4-wheel slide and then make glorious sounds coming out of turns. It was an absolute blast. Road Atlanta was the right place for it. And then the Spec E30, I love this car. That near 50/50 cross weight makes the car just so good. It's so dialed in. I can just pick the direction, and that is so amplified at Roebling. Roebling is a steady state cornering course, and that really shows the balance or the imbalance of a car, and that car is balanced. So I'm really excited next month to go race this car. We'll take my learnings from this weekend and really apply it. But these cars were just, man, this worked out so well. Like, they were the right cars for the right track. It was so much fun. Now I've got the debt of all the like repairs that I need to do and resetting things and kind of reorganize my life, but this was worth it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it was something fun to watch. We learned a little bit about tires. We learned a little bit about car setup, but we learned we had a lot of fun. So thanks again to Jzilla Track Days, putting on 3 amazing events back to back. And thanks again to all of our friends out there from Ring Freaks and from Germany and beyond. Thanks for coming out. It was great to see you guys again. I hope I can make it back to Germany next year, because it's just fun hangs. So yeah, with that, it is a ride home, and then I'm gonna get some rest. Thanks, guys. If you like this, I really appreciate it if you drop a comment, or if you've got a suggestion of something else that I can cover. I want to bring more content like this or differently, just all around motorsports. It's what I do all the time. I think this last year, I was on track 36 days out of the year. So I've got lots of opportunity to film cool content. It's all I think about. So let me make it fun for you. Please, whatever you can drop in the comments will help me improve this channel and bring great content to you. Thanks for watching.